At Crimson, it's all about performance. We strive to provide the best experience on day one. That's when our qualified sales representatives start building their relationship with you by understanding your needs and treating you with respect. We follow that up by building some of the industry's strongest and most durable custom fire apparatus. Our vehicles are designed to perform year in, year out, with minimal downtime. We engineer safety into every square inch of every vehicle we build. As a brand, Crimson made its debut in 2003, but our heritage stretches back more than a century. That was the year two respected manufacturers, Laverne Fire Apparatus and Quality Manufacturing, joined forces under a single strong brand to form Crimson Fire. Our customers include some of the largest departments in the country, and some of the smallest. All benefit from the quality, value, and innovation built into each vehicle. Today, Crimson draws on more than 135 years of firefighting and emergency rescue experience to design and build a complete line of custom fire apparatus.
Fire departments these days are constrained in terms of financial resources and human resources. So if we could provide a capability in a product that would allow us to offer a lot of capability at a reasonable price with less manpower to operate it, they could perform more effectively at the fire scene. So with the Boomer, we've got elevated master stream, we've got light tower, we've got hydraulic rescue tools, we've got the capability to position the lights, position the master stream where necessary. They have a lift capability that's very important in a rescue situation. Interestingly enough, at FDSOA this year, the keynote speaker, his comment was, what we need from equipment in today's day and age is something that provides more capability for the firefighter, knowing that we're going to be struggling to staff that truck the way we need to. So I felt good about that in terms of how this product kind of overlays what this fellow spoke of at FDSOA. And Gary Breeze is the former IAFC chair and one of the key members of the FEMA organization, so I think he has pretty good insight as to where the industry's going.
Crimson did more than introduce a new vehicle with the Boomer. We created a new category of fire rescue devices. The Boomer is a first-of-its-kind crossover product that combines 5 separate emergency rescue functions into a single device that is more versatile, less costly, and more compact. Boomer gives you the reach, the water, the light, and the power exactly where you need them, at 1/3 the cost of buying all these capabilities separately. The Boomer features 5 important functions: height, light, water, lift, and hydraulics. The Boomer's patented technology has them all, and then some.
As far as operation, this is a radio remote, all right, so this could be done basically anywhere. Part of we see the value of this is you position this where you are most comfortable. Controls are simple, so basically you have on-off controls for the right hand and left hand light heads. This is your boom functions, up, down, rotate clockwise, counterclockwise, monitor functions, screen functions, and then control the engine RPM.
This truck has a 28-foot master stream that can be rotated 360 degrees and elevated from -10 degrees to +90 degrees for greater firefighting reach.
When you're operating the pre-connects, what you do basically is close this valve. All right, so basically this valve blocks the flow of water to the discharge point. So you crank this closed, and now you open these valves, and this is where you would connect your fire hose. The monitor also rotates continuously, so literally you can point that way or this way for whatever reason. The other thing this monitor does is because it's on a rotating assembly, if for some reason, because of the terrain or whatever, you can't get the boom right where you need to get it, you can still get the monitor positioned to do that.
Sure.
So now you can discharge out in this direction or you can discharge out in that direction. So you had a power line, all right, but you wanted to discharge vertically, or you could go down and shoot up. And because the boom's designed for that 1,000-pound lifting capacity, the water forces act like weight, if you will, to try to drive this thing down. So it gives you the opportunity to position yourself in a lot of different attitudes to get to where you want the best nozzle stream to be. This actually has a fog stream nozzle capability. What that is basically a effective master stream as well as a mushroom stream, a fine mist stream like a nozzle to basically give you a broad surface characteristics. Yeah, basically,
Sure.
or to give you, you got to cover an area to just dampen it out. So what he's doing is he's opening the valve to allow the flow into the boom, and then what he does is he raises the engine RPM to increase the pressure on the discharge. You can see even with the water flowing, he's got pretty smooth control. The other thing you have when you're in crowd control, I believe what's going to be most effective in moving people is actually going to be the flush of water underneath them more so than the stream against them. Again, here's where the pressure is more important. That would certainly be a deterrent. He can't see anything, so I mean, he's just going to be paralyzed.
Our 6,000 watt light tower has adjustable lights to direct powerful illumination where you need it.
Plus now you're sitting here with a 110 receptacle, so if there was something you needed to hook up just a basic power to, you got it.
Yeah.
And then you got the supplies for the lights, and again, the light heads can be independently rotated. So if you're in a situation, say you're out where that car is, this is as close as you can get, you're at night, now you can use the lights to point right at it. So the light heads basically are independently operable, so he has controls for the right hand and left hand light heads, so they can be focused into a scene situation behind you or in front of you. Independent rotation and allows you to go wherever. So if you lower the boomer down and then you can point the lights right where you want to see. If you have a lighting mast on a typical pumper, it goes up and stays there, so then you can only adjust the tilt. Well, you can't necessarily focus exactly where you want to focus it.
The boomer features connections for high-pressure hydraulic rescue tools, providing life-saving functions at the scene of motor vehicle accidents.
What we have here is hydraulic fluid, so on board or through an external feed, you basically create your pressure. And there's a continuous swivel rotation up there at the pedestal, so basically we're sending hydraulic pressure up to 10,000 psi to these two fittings. So basically you run your hose lines out, you take your tools out. So this is rated for 1,000-pound lifting capacity right here.
At Crimson, we believe that a revolutionary new product is only worth something if you can put it to use. Often.
And what this is from a municipal firefighting perspective is a little bit of a change in thought. We were just talking about one of them in Key Largo, in the Keys where you have the big center divider. They're very interested in this because they have 5 and 6 mile runs to turn around to come to the other side, drop the boom down, and you're on the other side of the highway with all the capability.
Boomer combines more than 7 tools in one, featuring an elevated waterway without an elevated price tag. A multifunctional device designed to help you do more with your apparatus and your budget.